Hello there. In this video, we're going to be reviewing all of MagicTask's core features to make your team more productive and get more things done today. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing to understand about MagicTask is the MyTasks. The MyTasks is the central hub of the system. It's kind of where you want to live out of when you're using the system. You can create tasks directly in your MyTasks, or when you create a task in a project and it's assigned to you, it actually goes into your MyTasks, which I'll show you in this video. But just know that the MyTasks is really the centralized place for you to get all of your work done. So let's create a few tasks in the MyTasks, and then we'll create a project task as well, a project and a project task, to assign that task to myself and see how that all organizes in the MyTasks. So I've created 6 tasks here. You create a task by going to this top taskbar and typing in the task name and hitting enter. And the task will go directly into the top of the backlog, and then that way, the task can actually be sorted and ordered in the backlog by clicking on this little drag and drop arrow here. So now that we have our tasks, the beauty of the My Focus and backlog sections in MagicTask are to be able to prioritize and focus on the things that you really want to get done. So let's just say I want to focus on task 5 today, task 4, and task 3. And then, I want to do task 3 before task 5. Essentially what you want to do here is just top down this list until you knock out these 3 things. And then you'll have the next 4 items ready for you to move into your focus when they're ready. So now that we know the tasks that we want to work on that we've created for ourselves, let's create a project and open some tasks in the project and assign them to ourselves to show how that works and functions with the MyTasks. To create a project, just go to the Add Project button here, enter the project name, click Create, and the project will be added to the left-hand menu here. And you'll notice that it's automatically selected, and then in the top taskbar, the project name actually got populated. So that project is actually able to take tasks now, My Task, and it will go into the project, and you'll notice that My Task is not in my task list here. If I go to my project, it is in here and it's assigned to nobody. So I've created a few more tasks in the project that we created here. You can see task 8, task 9, task 10. So what I'm going to do is actually assign all 3 of these to myself here. John Smith. John Smith is just a dummy user created here. And if I go to my tasks, you'll see that those tasks are now at the top of my backlog. And the difference is the project identifier here is, instead of my tasks in the project or in the task number, it's actually the project name with the task number associated with it. So you can see the project that the task is related for, or related to, that it was assigned to you from. So that is the beauty of having the projects and your MyTasks consolidated into one view. And this can actually be prioritized and organized along with your MyTasks that you manually entered in your own MyTasks. Another powerful part of MagicTask is the ability to use subtasks on tasks and projects and in your MyTasks. Subtasks can be used for a variety of things. The main thing that they're good for is using them as items to complete the parent task. So you'll see we have task 10 here. What we can do is create subtasks, and subtasks can be assigned to multiple users to be able to complete the parent task as a joint effort, or if it's just subtasks that to complete the parent task all assigned to the same user, that also works. So I'll show you that here. I've created 3 subtasks here, subtask 1, subtask 2, subtask 3. And in order to create a subtask, all you have to do is go to the parent task, hit tab, and it will actually indent and create a subtask item under that parent task associated with the parent task. If you want to create a subtask under a subtask that's already there, you can go to the subtask and hit enter, and that will allow you to enter a subtask directly below it. So now the power comes in assigning the subtasks to users and also reprioritizing subtasks. So once you enter your subtasks for the parent task, you can actually reorder them and prioritize them just like you can parent tasks in the backlog or in the focus. So the subtasks can actually be reordered one by one and put them in the order you want. Once you have all the subtasks in the correct order, you can now assign the subtasks by typing @ and the username just like you did for the parent tasks. You can also assign tasks and subtasks by clicking on the user icon and clicking on their name to assign it to them. And now you'll notice that for task 10 in that project, if I go to my tasks, the subtasks are now showing under that task, but the other ones are not, as those are not assigned to me. So you'll notice on each task in the MyTasks or in the projects that each task has a number of useful fields that you can interact with to make the task more contextual or more useful to you. The first one is the info icon. Then there's also comments, the task size, the due date, and the working dates, start and end dates. The first thing that a task has that you can view is the task info. The task info contains the project name, the size of the task title or task name, who it was created by, and the assignee. It also contains the comments that are active on the task, but I'll show you that in the next icon here. The comments icon will actually show the comments that have been added to the task. So if I click on this, you can see the list of comments here. As of now, there's none on this task, so I'll add one now. First comment, you can see that comment goes in. And if I look at the task icon, or the comment icon, the indicator for one comment is now there. So the next thing is the size of the task. This can be changed in one of two ways. By default, it goes to a medium, and that's actually a user preference you can change to change the default task size. But in order to change it, you can either click on the task size and change it, or type in $ and the task size letter, just like that. And the next thing is the due date. So due dates, all you have to do to change the due date is click on the due date pillbox here and choose a date in the future that the task is due for. And then the start and end dates, or the working dates, you click on the pillbox on this as well, and it will allow you to choose a date range for when the task is going to be started and when you anticipate it will end. And that will allow you to set the working dates for more useful information later. So the last and arguably the most critical feature for your organization is to be able to invite your team members. So go to the left-hand side menu, click on Invite Team, enter the team member's email, choose their user role, and click Send. So they'll actually get an invite in their email to register, create their password, and once they sign in, they'll be into your organization, and they'll be able to see any projects you invite them to. And as well as you'll be able to see them in this left-hand side My Team menu and view their tasks, as well as they'll be able to view yours depending on their permissions.